It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Jaguars and Gang Green, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis excited for this one. And, CD, it's because we've got an interesting matchup when you look at our two quarterbacks. It's two rookies getting the start here. Trevor Lawrence of the Jags, Zach Wilson of the Jets.
With all the media attention that these youngsters get in college and then coming out in the NFL draft, it feels like we see this more often, but it's still rare to see one rookie quarterback, let alone two on the field. But these guys, they've both shown that they're up to the task. I think if you're a fan of either of these franchises, you don't just feel pretty good about the direction you're heading, you feel great about it.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Here's Coleman now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time, and leading him out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. For the first time, the Jacksonville Jaguars set to go here on offense, led out by the new face of the franchise, the #1 overall pick, of course, from this year's draft. It's Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson.
And I just don't think there's any way to overhype Trevor Lawrence's impact at Clemson. How about these amazing numbers? Over 10,000 yards passing in his 3 seasons as a starter. A 90-17 touchdown interception ratio, and he even ran for 18 scores. Not to mention, won a national championship as a freshman and made the college football playoffs his other 2 seasons.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lawrence going to throw again. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
But that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. On 1st down, Wilson. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On 1st down, it's Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down at 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson, and he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Griffin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now it's Wilson. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. He's got a Jets touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Clay Brooks to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Lawrence to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively at second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Lawrence going to keep it again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to Cole on the right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Clay Brooks to return it. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Good job, D.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Clay Brooks to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Rookie Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense ready to take over. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more.
Right there. 54, right there. I'm here all day.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Caught here by Griffin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Clay Brooks to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's got it to Treadwell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 now. Now Lawrence. Out to the flat for Hyde. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Let's go, boys.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. They run. Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Lawrence. Complete here. It's Hyde. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Manhertz there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Coleman now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
116.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Let's go.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
New York ready to go again offensively. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They will run again with Coleman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This fielded right at the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Manhertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.